Hello and welcome back to the 6th season of a random playthrough of Conquest of Elysium 5, and this time around I'm going to be doing it a little bit differently than I have previously. I'm not going to be explaining so much, I'm just going to play the game and have a good time. Either way, we're going to go for a large map size random society, Battle of Ports and Wilder turned on, and just because the snowy parts is a pain in the ass, we're going to go with 5 instead of 25 for that. It's going to be the same for it means it's less chance I'll spawn in the snow area, it's less chance that the enemy spawns in the snow area, so it's the same for everyone. It's just, you know, being in complete winter just is not good for anyone. Or permanent winter, it's just not good for anyone, not me, not my enemies, so we're just, yeah, whatever. We're gonna also randomize or select some random colors here that our enemies will be having, just for that extra layer of replayability. Maybe this one, and that one, and this. There we go. Now this time around I'm playing with the Necromancer, which starts in a very well fortified dark citadel. Necromancers can sense the amount of dead where they are. Necromancers can raise the dead for the price of some sanity. Necromancers collect Hands of Glory from large villages and towns. Necromancers can use Hands of Glory to perform rituals to summon undead beings and enter the underworld. I've played around a little bit with the Necromancer so far. I quite like the class, but I haven't dabbled too much with the underworld and the absolute endgame content of it. So hopefully that's something we can experience together this time. Maybe not so much the underworld, that's maybe, but the endgame content of it anyway. We're gonna call our guy Elysium, because why not? And let's see. We can hire a captain and an assassin. An assassin for Necromancers, they have generally seemingly had... Oh, okay, I was about to say they have poison attacks, but they don't. So when they don't have the poison attacks, I'm not a huge fan of assassins, to be honest, because 1 to 5 damage on one single target on the enemy rare ranks isn't really all that, if I'm being honest. They do act as commanders though, I believe, so that's one benefit of having them, I suppose. But yeah. Alright, so let's see what we got here. We got Widow, which has a burst of 5, giving enemies decay. We have Weakness, burst of 25, not the best things I've ever seen here. Disease. I don't think Weakness is permanent, but we're gonna take away Wither because we're gonna have some human troops moving out with this guy immediately, and I don't want him to burst over decay onto them. That would be unfortunate if that happened. Special powers, we got Raise Dead, Minor Summoning. I do like Minor Summoning, that's a good thing to start with. Pyramid of Skulls. I haven't really dabbled around with these skulls and such. I'm not sure how you get those, how that works, but we'll probably figure it out sometime during this playthrough. This guy has Drain Life and Strength Sap, and his special powers are Raise Dead and Dark Knowledge. Now Dark Knowledge is, you can, well, when this ritual is performed, the spells of the Netherworld will reveal a location in the world where there are many corpses. The more corpses, the greater chance of that particular location being revealed. So it could be useful if you're looking for some place to raise the dead. We look around here, we have an iron mine with 4 green oozes. We can't mess with that yet. And I would say we can't mess with this either, but when we do kill all this stuff, we can then reanimate them, and yeah, that should give us a decent army of the smaller type of soulless or whatever it is, or long dead. Not sure, we'll see. This guy has the Scepter of the Goblin King. Wait a minute, can I burn down forests with this? Can be used in combat. Used to cast Flame Burst in combat, range 6. This could be nice to pick up actually. Damage 1 to 5. This scepter was first found by a grave robber. Later it was taken by a band of goblin brigands, and one of these brigands used the scepter to make himself the Goblin King. The scepter will curse anyone struck by it, and can engulf opponents in flame from a distance. Okay, special effect Curse. And he has Seeing Stone, which gives Spirit Sight and Farsight. Ooh. I kind of want to take on this actually at some point not too far into the future. But the spawn location is pretty nice in the sense that we spawn right next to it, so we don't have to worry about like a vast majority of the terrain here. There's ocean to our west, an ocean to our southwest, and to our south. However, we're gonna rename this guy here to Elysium, because he's gonna arise people. Basically. We're gonna send Elysium over here to the gallows to start raising some dead. Abyssion, well, I mean, okay, so it's a pretty shielded starting location. Not gonna lie, so I think we can actually just bring with us everything that we have here. And that should be fine to do. Until we can get some minor summonings going, then we see what we do with these units. I'll just walk through the forest here. Alright, so we got a hamlet here with a few archers and spearmen. That shouldn't be too hard to take on. Except this guy doesn't really have anything too damaging. I'm gonna hope he strikes gold with fair. Single target, but 1 to 12 versus morale. So that's actually pretty decent if he rolls high enough. Okay, we got some roaming dwarfs going around. 13 dwarf workers. 1 to 7 damage, no armor, 5 hit points. We don't necessarily want to mess with them just yet. Although we could. But let's take this hamlet here first. And then we're gonna... So we got the dead senses, or sense dead ability. This also feels a presence of the dead here in the gallows. We are gonna raise dead. Damn it. There's gonna be a lot of these soulless. I don't like the soulless particularly much. We kinda got a little bit shafted on the summoning, sir, if I'm being honest, but oh well, what are you gonna do? Battle in the coastal hamlet. I'm not a big fan of soulless, since they have slow, so they only have 2 action points on the campaign map, or like the world map, whatever you want to call it. Did lose a guy here, but that's whatever. There's some dead to be summoned here now though, so maybe that's something to get on. Feels the presence of the dead. There's 2 skulls, so it could be worthwhile, I suppose. Just gonna drop off the soulless, I believe, though. Don't really necessarily want to drag them along for too much, so we're gonna have this guy. So, as you can see, when you raise dead, you gain some insanity. And this guy now has 8 insanity, which is basically just a percentage value of how likely you are to be unable to command or give orders to your commander, due to him being insane every turn. The higher that number, the more trouble you're gonna have to command the guy, obviously. Now there are some ways around this. You can attach the Necromancer that has the insanity levels to another commander and add him under the other commander's command. That way you will kind of negate that issue. Well, in a sense, because if he's insane you can't raise dead. We can't do anything with him, but you can still bring him around and have him in combat with you. So what I'm going to do here is go for a minor summoning and then attack the dwarves. So, yeah, let's just do that. Okay, we got some shades. 1 to 4 damage, touch of the dead. Special effect, weakness. 5 hit points, no armor, but they are ethereal though. And ethereal means there's a 3 in 4 chance that the enemies attacking them will miss them. I'm just curious as to where they will be placed in the ranks. Okay, they're in the front rank, but they're not dead center in them. I'm just gonna have to hope our fair strikes through for us, huh? And we're gonna take on these dwarfs. Now we're gonna head over here. Do I drop off the soulless though? That's my question here. I think maybe I don't. Because I could have this guy run around separate from the rest or from the other army with just the soulless. Although the soulless are just really trash, to be honest. They do. I mean, look at this. Slow, 10 hit points, but no armor, and they do 1-to-1 damage +1. So, I mean, they're not really good, but I mean, the meat shields, I guess, until you can upgrade them. Well, we took out the dwarves at least. Let's see how the battle went down, though. So these human troops are, apart from the archers, I guess, are just kind of throwaway troops. It's just until we can build a strong army of the undead. It's good to have these kind of just filling the ranks. Yeah, we pretty much crushed these guys, I'd say. Bit of battle on the mountain, la-di-da, we lost the spearman and a shade. Yeah, I can live with that. So, yeah, if I send this guy in here, he's gonna be on that coastal hamlet next turn, no matter what I do. They can raise dead on the coastal hamlet and in the mountains here, and then we can maybe link those dead up with Elysium here. And kind of take it from there. Will not be using Elysium to raise dead unless I absolutely have to. Right, so we can raise dead here now. Good, a few long dead. And a few soulless, because of course. This insanity increases. It is now at level 6 or 16% chance every turn. If your insanity is low, it won't go down, from what I can understand. And if it's high, it can go down a little bit per turn. So there's that, basically. Elysium. Well, just send them up in the mountains. Keep exploring the area here. I'm not sure if we can take these on. Pseudopod strike. They don't have any armor. I don't know. We're probably gonna do a few more minor summonings with. We could have done that this turn actually, but okay, we can also do it next turn. Doesn't really matter. Can't use the special powers right now because there's no action points left, but we can wait the turn, that's fine. We have an ancient forest right here. That's, I would argue, a little bit unfortunate, but what are you gonna do? That means we just have to kill animals at all times, like they're gonna keep spawning in. So we need one guy to just remain in this area here to do, well, deal with that, basically. Or we could leave them as like an added shield against enemies coming this way, if they don't cause any trouble for us. So it just kind of depends how we want to play it. We're gonna do the minor summoning, however. More shades. Okay, well, I don't think shades are necessarily the best from the minor summoning. But hey, at least it's something, right? Okay, spring is there, that's nice. We can move around a little bit, see what's up. A peddler over here. I don't think we can necessarily take that guy on right now, but maybe we can. I'm gonna be honest with you though, I don't necessarily want to risk it. Although we could get some gold and such for it. Gold and iron, I believe. Gonna raise a few more dead. If we had this army over here with the Elysium, then we could definitely do it, but yeah, we don't, so. Okay, we got a few more of these long dead now. Elysium. What do I do with you? I can send him over here. Just to see what's up in the area. Alright, this guard tower here is gonna be. Okay, we got 2 guard towers actually, and they're gonna keep spawning in units, so they are something we would want to deal with fairly soon. We could take out this guard tower actually. They got 3 crossbowmen, that's not too bad. The shades are floating, so they could get right up there and in the face. And we have. Alright, so these guys can work as meat shields, then we have the archers here. So we can probably take on at least the 1 guard tower, which can also be used as a citadel. So it has its uses for sure. I want to link up the 2 armies and give the long dead sir to our main Necromancer. This one could be a bit tougher, but I'm pretty sure we can take on this tower. Before we do even try though. We're gonna do a race. No. We're gonna do minor summoning. No more action points left. How did that happen? Did I race dead on accident? No. Oh, I guess I didn't pass turn yet, so... no, I did! Why doesn't he have any action points? What happened now? I sent him down her last turn. What? Okay, I'm a little bit confused. Maybe I clicked something, or... I don't know. But either way, we're good. Yeah, they spawned in some Captain and 8 crossbowmen there right now. We're gonna go for the minor summoning. There we go, these I like. The only problem with the summonings are that they are banishable. All demons and undead beings can be affected by banishment while they are away from their home plane. Most banished units will return to the home plane when they are banished, but some lesser undead will be destroyed instead. So you see, these got Spectral Bow, which is magic attack rather than normal attack, which negates armor, so that's pretty nice. 1 to 3 damage could be pretty useful. And on the back ranks are the survivable units as well. I mean, our army's starting to look up a bit there, I'd say. Now, we're gonna attack this tower next turn, I feel, instead, because I want to deal with these bandits real quick. So they don't roam around and create a ruckus for us. I think I'm just gonna drop off the long dead, oh sorry, the soulless in here. Could bring a scout as well to link up with our main Necromancer guy. Aricio here is just gonna walk around and, you know, raise the dead and whatnot. Hopefully we can get another commander attached to him so that even if he is insane we can still move him around the map. Right, okay, so weakness. Strength and damage decreased by 2. So yeah, that's fantastic how that just kind of hits all my units. That's why I don't really like these. There's a lot of Necromancer moves that I don't really necessarily like, but they got some good ones too. There's a presence of the dead there now, which is good, I suppose. We can race them. And well, I think we have some floating units. These guys are floating as well. So what was it this guy had? Spirit Sight and Farsight. Okay. If we can get that actually on our commander, then we don't need... I believe that's can see stealthy units basically. It's like a better version of it than Acute Senses, if I'm not mistaken. But we're gonna take on the Fog Tower here. We're gonna have this guy come with his entire army, then we're gonna take on the Guard Tower together, and then start racing dead, maybe go for the Abandoned Mine as well. Okay, now we have full knowledge of this immediate area here. We're just gonna deal with a few things around here, and then we can move out from here. Yeah, it was no problem to take the Fog Tower, as I assumed it wouldn't be. Unfortunately, okay, they're all actually weakened now, so the damage is lower. -2 to the damage. Very nice. Unfortunately, he did hit one of my archers, but that shouldn't be a massive problem. So this guy's now fared away, I believe. Or deceased. I don't know what's going on exactly with him. Seems like he's running away in further. We're gonna quickly get up on the wall, sir, with our shades. Our life will be good. Right, the archers can no longer fire. The captain is running away in fear. These guys being ethereal certainly is helpful. Alright. Yeah, not too shabby. We didn't lose anyone. This gives me good hopes for this taking on this, but they do have a lot more archers there though, so if Aricio could get over there and we could use him as Or like his long dead or soulless as meat shields, that would be good. Unfortunately we can't go in there this turn, but that's fine. Umbles, life drain, 1 to 10. We might not want to mess with them just yet, actually. Let's see, we can dead sensed over here, presence of the dead, and over there as well. But yeah, there's not really that much we can do with this guy this turn. We could go down here and then go back and scout a little bit, but we wouldn't actually scout out anything that we aren't already seeing from having this guard tower. So yeah, I mean, I could raise the dead here. I just really don't want this guy to have any percentage chance whatsoever of not being able to do something in a turn. And we forgot to scout over here, but oh well, we can probably take on the abandoned mine and get the item there that will give us the ability to scout Tass anyway. I think that's the way to go. So that's I messed up basically, but hey, at least this guy can defend the castle if anyone starts attacking from the ocean. We haven't seen anything we need to fill. Some sharks, some hippocampus. Nothing too bad. We use special powers again, do a minor summoning. This time we got a Mound King, which is he never heals or anything. He is useful though. We're just gonna leave him here. We're gonna call him Isaac, the Mound King, because we can attach the other Necromancer to him, so he can be the commander, meaning that even if the Necromancer's apprentice becomes insane, we can still move him around, which would be pretty nice. Either way, that being said, let's attack this tower. Should definitely be able to take it out here now. We got these meat shields going in first rank. I don't care too much if we lose some of these. I mean, we can upgrade them and they can be better, but they will still never heal, because these summoned units like these, they just never do. But the Shades and the Spectral Archers, they heal, but not the reanimated dead. They kind of throw away, basically, is what I'm getting at. But let's have Isaac here. We'll risk it a little bit, move him in. Okay, might get attacked now. There's a magic library here, which could be good for us, but they have High Arcana, Woundfend Medal, or Amulet, Spirit Ring, Ethereal and Floating. I'm seeing the chance to grab this and then maybe have a commander use this, and that commander only having floating units, and we can cross the land quite easily. An army where everyone, including the commander, is ethereal and floating. That would be pretty nice, I would say. Yeah, if we just keep doing summonings. Yeah, that's certainly something to look into, not gonna lie. This might have been a suicide mission to send him here actually, so I just hope he doesn't get attacked. We kinda do want him to be alive. Alright, we got lucky they didn't decide to attack him. Well, let's see how this thing plays out. Yeah, they're targeting our meat shields quite a bit, which is good, that's what I want. So that any important units don't die, basically. Alright, we got weakness on quite a few of these guys now. They're now doing 1-to-1 damage. Just speed it up a little bit. I think we pretty much blanketed them with weakness, which is good. Now we have both Necromancers available to cast stuff like Drain Life and Strength Sap and whatnot. Weakness is, however, just a better form of Strength Sap. So, we fared the High Lord away. Fantastic. Fantastic. That is very nice, in fact. The Shades are doing some good work getting up in these guys' faces. We did lose the Shade, but I mean, combat is combat. There will always be some casualties for one side or the other. At least these three guys are just running around in absolute panic over here. Now they all are. So yeah, now they're just 3 kills. And ta-da! We lost 1 shade, that was all. I mean, that went pretty well if all we lost is 1 shade. Not gonna deny that. Okay, so Elysium is now unfortunately insane. So we don't have too much use of him at the moment, which is fine, I suppose. We'll just take his entire army with us though, and we'll attack this abandoned mine hell. There's a bunch of kobolds, which are garbage. This guy can't cast any spells or anything. Well, I mean, he's got the Scepter of the Goblin King. Which has, well, they can only target 1 guy at a time. Can't curse that guy though. But let's hope he does not hit our Necromancer commander. Then we should be fine. So the thing is, now that this guy is insane, I can't attach him to an army while he's insane. You can also not detach him from an army while he's insane. So if you have him attached to an army and if you want to see can you use him this turn, you try to detach him. If you can detach him, you can use him, summon up the undead, and then reattach him to the army. And that's kind of how you do it. That being said, we're taking the entire army, taking this, and then we're going to get the various items there. So, battle in a abandoned mine. We can recruit a Necromancer's apprentice. That could be a good idea, actually. If we can even afford it, though. I'm not sure we have the gold for it yet. But we'll see. I mean, definitely you want to have more Necromancers, because then you can summon more dead. You know, because insanity is going to be an issue over time. But yeah, we absolutely crushed these guys at least, so ain't no thing. Chase the remainers off the map. We lost a spearman and 2 soulless. I can live with that. We got 2 spoils of war. And we can't afford the Necromancer apprentice, but I kind of expected us not to be able to. We're gonna send Elysium in. Well. No, let's do it. We're gonna... I don't know. Well, yeah, let's do it. We'll wait till our turn, summon up some units, then we'll head out. We can send Isaac over here as well to keep command of Elysium. We can also take these soulless dudes. Right, so what do we have here now? Spirit Sight, right, so we now have Spirit Sight and Farsight abilities, which Farsight can see further on the world map, which is very nice, and then Spirit Sight can see stealthy and invisible units. So we don't need a scout for this army, as long as our commander here, Abyssion, has these items, or this item specifically. The Scepter of the Goblin King, special power rank -1. Life effect burst 1, so if we can give this to a, maybe a Shade? Nope, Shades can't have it. What's up with this guy? Battle Fright. Okay, we'll give it to him. He gets -1 rank as well, so he's gonna be real far back at all times. If he hits someone with this, they'll get some curse, but that's not really my main, what I'm thinking about there. I want Flame Burst on this guy, so he's basically a single spellcaster at the moment, which is nice, which is very nice. The fact we can't afford this guy, however, isn't very nice, but you know, that's how it is. Just pass on for the next turn. I want the dead to be raised from here before moving on, so that's kind of what we're going to be going for. We can raise dead. Elysium is not insane at the moment. So we raise dead. 1 long dead. We're gonna get like little long dead out of this, I think. Yeah, they are little long dead. So they're basically like meat shields. They don't heal or anything. They got 1 hit point, so even if like they get hit, they die basically. But I do want 4 damage -1. I mean, it's just some filler units, I guess. Little soulless or slow. Trash to do 1 damage. I mean, they're really garbage, basically. That's what I'm trying to say. We can raise more dead here though, but let's also... Okay, we need to reattach this Necromancer to Ice Sack real quick. We're just gonna chill here for one more turn, and then we're gonna move out. I'm gonna use special power of minor summoning as well. So we got some Ghost Warriors that are floating, ethereal, no armor, 6 hit points, 1 to 6 spectral sword damage, which is magic damage, meaning they negate armor. Which is quite nice. We're starting to get a quite capable army going here. To start going out into the lands with. Winter's here. Okay, that isn't ideal, but what we're gonna do is see if we can... Yep, we can use Elysium. And we will use Elysium to raise dead. Not so many long dead we're getting now, there's more like little long deads. Oh man, sorry I had to cough there. Actually, what the hell? Why is he being so ineffective with raising the dead here right now? Right, okay, we're not gonna bother with hanging around here for too long. So little long dead we can bring with us, they are not slow. We take long dead, little long dead, and the soulless. Yeah, we don't want them, they're gonna slow us down, so... Yeah, we have a decent-ish army going on right now. And we'll have a Necromancer apprentice just keep on raising the dead. Isaac, however, we're not going to have him actually have any of these units. Wait, why didn't I take these long dead? Oh god damn it, I messed up. But okay, Isaac's kind of a throwaway guy anyway, so we're just gonna have him chauffeur these long dead over to him. A bit hard to tell what I've selected here or not, to be honest. Oh, that's the Mound King, so I don't want to select him. Alright, I think that that does it. Isaac is now commanding nothing. Yep. Okay, if we could at some point get another Necromancer apprentice or something, that would be good. This guy's just going to keep the slow units since he's going to be walking around here and claiming, you know, dead in this area anyway. I suppose we could attack this mine here. There are a lot of kobolds here as well, they just have some kind of snow stealth or something. I don't know exactly what it is, but something like that. Either way, we're now ready. We've kind of secured up the start area to some degree, although it looks like we need to do some more securing if I'm being honest here. That being said, we're going to end this episode and we're going to move on, and then we will see if we can get maybe some more magic items for this guy here in the next episode. For instance, if I could make him floating, I could have him in an army with only floating units. Oh, sorry, I keep coughing here. And that means that, well, they can cross any terrain tile basically without paying a shit ton of action points. As you can see here, floating units can enter any terrain at a cost of only 1 action point, except for mountains, which costs 2 action points. Floating units will not get fatigued. So if we could have an army of floating units, well, that army would be doing pretty good. I think minor summoning units will be floating. So that's something we're going to look into probably in the next episode. Either way, I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you did, I would appreciate if you would maybe considering leaving a like on the video, and maybe even subscribing to my channel if you want to see some more of my content in the future. Either way, hope you'll have a good one. Peace out.